Boom, hey internets, very special episode of BrandHype. I'm actually not going to be covering a brand, but a move being made by Aaron Levant, and we're going to be talking about network. Run it. So, while BrandHype is meant to focus on brands that are doing the right thing, everything about this is about the right thing and an amazing move that's getting made. So I didn't want to just do it as a vid. I want to have a number to it. And so this is about multiple brands. This is about the future of buying and another company that's pioneering the way that we get introduced to new product and the way you can sell and showcase product, okay? That's a pretty lofty intro, but let me dig into this a little bit. So Aaron Levant is the founder of Agenda. More notably, probably for the audience that I have on this channel, he's the founder of Agenda, and we talk about trade shows a lot on this channel. I've been a part of helping co-coordinate, and I've done a lot of speaking and the hosting of panels on trade shows. Me and Aaron go way back, since I've been doing this for about 20 years now, since 2000 professionally. I knew Aaron when he was younger, like super young. He was still in his late teens and in the industry and grinding. And so he was working with a brand very early on and was learning inner workings of how a brand works. Before 20, started developing what would become the juggernaut that is Agenda Show. So for those of you who don't know, and you should at this point if you're subscribed to the channel and trying to move your brand forward, Agenda is the premier trade show for any kind of casual men's streetwear brand. They took over heavy, and basically at the time when he came into the industry, there was Magic and there was Pool Show at Magic. There was a couple trade shows during Magic in Las Vegas, and in San Diego there was ASR, which is Action Sports Retailer Show. So the two during trade show season were the two big shows. Everyone would come downtown San Diego, and then we'd see everybody in Vegas and see the new collections. The buyers would see the brands would see the buyers would see buyers. All the retail would be there. Everyone would be partying in downtown San Diego and then Vegas. And so Agenda came in when people were spending. There was a lot of energy moving through our economy in America, and really built by hand Agenda and built it as the premier show. It actually really took over and was the part of the end of ASR. I think they were getting a loosely defined audience and people were trying to figure out where to go, and he was very aggressive about moving his trade show to be the premier show. And to this day, Agenda happens. You should check out Agenda. We'll put a link to the website, as he kind of dominated that scene, was extremely successful in it, and made connections with every single cool brand in the world. He announced, or there were press releases early in 2018 about him stepping away from the trade show scene, and he had commented that he has a lot of big projects that he's working on. And so now we know, at least for one of them, because who knows what other brilliant projects Aaron is working on, but one of them is Network.
All-Star games are great. They're the best in the world.
So we are all here for this today. Adidas Chinese New Year shoe.
My vision for this was really to try to have like a town hall meeting and a gathering.
And so for purposes of future video, I actually did record me opening up the app. So the app looks something like this on an iPhone. It has been described as a QVC for millennials. In fact, the main article, which is linked down below, that I actually saw this in my LinkedIn profile, was from Fast Company, and the title of that piece is Drake and Live Nation are newest investors in network, the QVC for Gen Z and young millennials. So if you jump on the app, you'll see that it'll give you times and dates of when the next exclusive product is dropping and gonna be available. Some of it is on a lottery system. And so for more information, you can jump onto the network. That's NTWRK.com, thenetwork.com, or just click on the links. Everything in the video is gonna have links in the description below, and you get more information about it. But the concept is super, super brilliant. In this day and age where anyone can start a e-commerce account in 5 to 20 minutes and fill it with product. Let's say you use a third-party vendor And so all you provide is the design, and then they superimpose it on a project. You put that on your Shopify or your Big Cartel or your whatever e-commerce cart you're using. Bam, you have a store and a shop. So it adds to sort of the noise of the sea of brands that becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So by the time you watch this video to its entirety, there's probably been 100 other brands that got started and then are also gonna watch this video in the future. But as he saw that coming, he created this platform to really showcase very specific product, very exclusive product, very special collaborations, typically from two different companies that are making some cool product. And so they sell it in a way that's very limited and exclusive, which has always been a big marquee for very successful and classic brands in streetwear and in fashion in general. So instead of offering everything, instead of being a big online reseller or drop shipper, he's doing the opposite, where he's saying, let's just focus on a couple items a week, a couple items within the month. That could be a footwear collaboration, it could be anything. So if you look at some of the product that's already been sold on NTWRK, it's incredible. That was also covered not only by Fast Company, but Forbes. Drake, I'm a huge fan of Drake. Drake and Live Nation are new investors in NTWRK. And Aaron was quoted about his thoughts on the people he's involving in the project. And he said that, I'm paraphrasing, anyone can raise capital. It's pretty easy to raise capital nowadays, especially with a project like this and his resume. He could have easily raised it from a lot of people, but it's important for him to pick strategic partners who are involved and can bring value and just really understand the vision of what he's doing. And so I just think in the ideology, just another super brilliant move. Anyone that's subscribed to this channel or into any of the topics that I touch on upon this channel should really jump on this and be mindful of it, just because it's not like you are necessarily gonna get your product on NTWRK, or maybe that could be a goal one day, but the ideas and the concept of how he's executing this is something you can then ask, how can I take this information that is showing proof of concept and maybe apply it to the way that I sell my product in the future. But honestly, as a fan of just business and entrepreneurship, super dope moves, super rad moves, very, very milestone in terms of how he's executing all of this. So shout out to Aaron and your whole team. Looking good, bro. You're killing it. So go check that out. All the links below. If you have anything to add or questions, not only on this, but whatever, please drop it all down below. Like if you like, sub if you love, and hit the bell for notifications so you can know when I'm dropping more content. Follow me on social media when you get a chance. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.